for the next 3 years, the most sort of skills bring awareness on, or you would like to train people on, such that they get equipped even before they hit their jobs or their professions.
Skills and or soft skills, in a way both are same. So you have certain soft skills are also part of behavioral skills. So that's extremely important apart from technical skills, because I've been interacting with people who offer technical skills, particularly for the IT industry, and they were telling like, okay, so even when they complete BE, when they get into the corporate world, I mean, I've been told from them, of course, that a lot of these big companies go for campus interviews and they want to basically hire, say, 20, 30 from college, and they end up hiring about 8, 10. That's mainly because they don't find skills that they're looking for. So obviously, again, there is a shortage of skills. I mean, the technical skills I'm talking about, not even the soft skills. I mean, even if you are studying any technical program that you're doing, there again, skills come in. Not there that if they want to move towards the next level or say a management side, obviously you need to develop those soft skills. And the skills I'm passionate about are, of course, behavioral skills and soft skills, and particularly certain skills like self-awareness. And that's the number one thing that I would, always put it in. Communication skills, effective communication skills, and public speaking skills. And one of the biggest challenges that even in the institutes that they are finding, and as I said in the beginning, schools also look for teachers who can communicate well. This is the effectiveness, because the true meaning of communication is the response you get.
Less to do with the language and more to do with the intent that we want to convey, and that the message has to be clear.
Everybody has a huge potential, and if you go to a classroom, particularly when you look at students, everyone there is a genius, and in some way or the other, it's not necessarily that everyone should be in the same way, but then somebody probably scores 98 without much efforts, and somebody might do something else, or maybe excellent in music or art or something else, and they speak without hesitation. Who knows, I mean, after 15 years, if you see that fellow is 10 times more successful than the other person. It depends, of course. Success is again very personal.
What is that moment that brought a lot of satisfaction for you?
It was a tough decision, to come back. And mostly when you go abroad, it's very rarely that people come back and settle down. Mostly, I mean, of course, you have those people coming back now, because when we were there, that point of time, the IT industry was not in boom like what you see now. Right. So it wasn't easy. Of course, if I had continued there, I would have, made probably bank balance would have been grown that I must say. But having said that, no regrets, because the very reason to come back was, of course, as I said earlier, children education was one, but secondly, the purpose, wanting to do something which is close to my heart, and obviously the purpose was the key. People to empower over 60,000 people. Satisfaction is not just reaching out to 60,000 people, I mean, the numbers, okay, so that's something that many would have done, but the satisfaction you get when you get somebody coming back and saying that because of you or because of your program that I have been transformed and I have moved from here to here. When you hear that success story of people, we have so many of those success stories where people have changed their lives, and people who thought that they would never get into work, and they started working again and started progressing, and they've been appreciated by their own family. Amazing to see that changes. That if you're part of that, if you've contributed in some ways to their smiles, when we bring smiles in their faces. And that's the biggest satisfaction. We have lots of them, who have moved on from, if you look at teachers, there were teachers to coordinators to senior teachers to from pre-primary to a primary, and then vice principal to a principal level. And, at least 4 or 5 of them have started their own enterprises. I mean, their own entrepreneurial journey. They started their own schools. And those were the changes that we could, actually be part of that. And students, when you see the changes, our program also helps them to motivate, helps them to start being focused in studies, and in some ways their scores also changes. But like say somebody who's at 50, 60, help them to move to 75, 80, 85. And that's the biggest satisfaction we will have. And in the process, they also become more serious and holistically they develop.
Satisfaction that we derive out of giving them confidence that they are inbuilt to achieve a lot of things. And all of us want to do that, isn't it? None of us want to settle for less. Very, very well put across by saying that coaches transform lives. I love that. Meant to operate with that sense of purpose and fulfillment, and that's where our happiness comes. And we should be happy, compelled to go, because we know that we are going to create that change and transformation in people's lives. So that's where even I drew my inspiration, our message to the community.
Okay. First of all, thank you very much, for taking this initiative, one to you. And well, in a big ocean, I'm just a small, I would say, dust on someone's shoe, So just in a little way that I've been contributing, I feel that I have lots to contribute and, lots to do. Because and that is the need, it's just that we need to reach out to those people who are in need to help them. As you said, otherwise there is talent, we need to just probably they need a little nudge and a little guidance to thrive from there, and that's what I've been at. And of course we need lots and lots of people to do that together. I would love to see you contributing in that journey as well, right? Well, message is simple, all I say for younger generation is that it's not like our generation. They are born with technology. They are born with they have access to information. They're contributing for nation building, and of course they all have talent and they all have huge potential. All that they need is to believe in themselves, have that right work ethics and the attitude. Of course, do something bigger for others as well.
So you are at your highest self, Varada Murthy. I'm proud of your journey personally.
Thank you.
And I'm very, very happy to host you today. So that is Varada Murthy from Bangalore.
Thank you very much.